I don't even hear you in my headphones.
I just noticed that. Did I put this here? Because I know I be having these. I don't even know. I took out my bag. Anyway, what up? It is your live at 5 afternoon drive time happy hour show over a drink. I am Irize.
Hey, sis.
I'm B Manley.
And I'm your yoga soldier, Nelly.
Hey sis.
Hey.
And together we are over a drink. I'm
Hey,
gonna pour out a drink. Yes, Mike, real quick. So I'm gonna tell you something special about this drink. This drink ties into what I did with this weekend.
Oh.
So there was more liquor in here, but when I got off work last night, me and my coworker was talking shit about the job, and so
That it was a stressful work night?
I'm gonna let y'all pour y'all poison because it's not much of that, and I'm gonna drink my Cristalino.
Hey, well you know me.
And I know you're not gonna drink much.
Light.
But the story behind that bottle goes, Friday night, I was going to see Pete Rock and Common anyway. I was gonna buy myself a ticket if I had to go alone.
That was everything.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go support the bro. I texted him a couple weeks ago, like, "Yo, I'm super hyped. Y'all gonna be here on the 20th." But I think I said something like, "I'm coming. Don't act like you don't know me. Like, you better act like you know what's up."
Mm-hmm.
So, no, not on camera. I can't.
Not on dude.
So Friday came, and well, first let me start since I'm gonna do the weekend recap. I went Thursday night to go see Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
Now I love Rhapsody. Oh, yeah, because it's not much of that. So it's enough for me. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
And I had got these tickets a while ago. I actually won them from the radio, but again, it's another show that I was gonna go to.
Mm-hmm.
So I was fortunate to win them from the radio. And on Beyonce's internet, my best friend Sid hit me. She tagged me underneath Rhapsody coming to the Foundry at the Fillmore, blah, blah, blah. And so I responded back, like, I got tickets. You want to go? Like, I didn't know she was in a Rhapsody. I know she likes good hip hop. I know she likes specifically conscious music. I also know she's into soca and reggae, but she was in a Rhapsody. So that's what we did Thursday night. We hung out together. It was a really dope show. First of all, the Foundry is a smaller venue to the side of the Fillmore. It's an upstairs kind of loft type thing. Very intimate performance. Why did I not turn my sound off? I'm gonna have to lean over and do that. And it was a nice turnout for that venue. It was still very small, which I was kind of disappointed because I had seen Rhapsody in Philly, I want to say like 2019 maybe, and she was actually at, I want to say the TLA, and it was super packed. So that's why I was kind of like confused as to, and I was just trying to figure out maybe who people just don't come out too much post-COVID. But it was a very dope show, very nice vibe. Shout out to her. I had a good time. So fast forward to Friday, I'm like, all right, I'm going to see Pete Rock. I don't know who I'm going to see Pete Rock with because I know I'm going. I know I'm going to buy me a ticket. Maybe I'll treat somebody. Maybe I won't. Friday, I was in the mood. People was getting on my fucking nerves. So it was looking like I was going by myself because I knew for a fact that once I got in, I would see people I knew. But at the end of the day, I knew for a fact that once I saw Pete, I was going to be wherever he was going to be. And so there was really no point in me trying to come with someone else in the event that they couldn't come where we were going.
Yeah.
So Pete's wife hit me. Shout out to Shara, big sis Shara. She's also Team Gemini. She was like, "Hey sis, you want to come to the show tonight?" I said, "Absolutely. I definitely want to come. Like, if you put me on the list, I'm coming for sure." She was like, "Yeah, I got you. I'm going to put you plus one." Bet.
Nice.
So one of my closest friends, Malika, her mother recently was memorialized, and she's been feeling some kind of way since her mother fell ill. So she hit me up to see what I was doing, which is really odd because usually when she does that, it does mean she wants to come out. She's married. She doesn't come out often. And especially like during this time with her family, she's been kind of on her family thing, but her husband had to work this particular night. So she invited herself out with me, and I'm glad she did because we had a really, really dope time. I forgot how much that she also enjoys real hip hop and specifically Common, and like she just kept saying how, you know, she was like, "That's so dope." She was like, "I feel like the proud friend. I'm so proud of you, friend." She was like, "The relationship you have with Pete." She was like, I'm watching you watch him, and you're like little sis and all big brother because at one point, so the way their show was set up was like Pete's basement, replica of his basement.
Wow.
Posters on the wall, DJ set up with him and DJ Dummy, and like their crates of records, books. And like he even at one point walked around, picked up some of the books he had. It had to be from his personal collection, records. So what he would do is like throw on a record and Common would freestyle. So T-Mobile and their marketing, of course, had this thing where when you first got to the show, they put a number up on the screen and you could text to this number a word, and Common would get the phone.
That's one of his things, though.
That's
He
one
do
of
that.
his
That's one of his
things.
joints. He
So
do
that was a significant portion of the show. That shit was so dope.
That's fire.
And at one point, so Pete has this song called "The Creator." It's on his very first album, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Mecca and the Soul Brother. That is my jam. Like, that is my song. It has like a really nice, I forget what song it samples, but it's like a very upbeat tempo, and Pete actually rhymes. And
You're doing crazy.
I heard it come on, and then I saw him come from behind the turntables, and I was like, what? I posted it. I was like, when your fave does your fave, because the last time I saw him perform this song, my girlfriend Stacy, shout out to Fly Girl, she was throwing a party called Tasty Treats at Fluid at the time, and Pete DJ, and it happened to be in June. I was celebrating my birthday. He's also Team Gemini. So as a birthday gift for me, he actually performed The Creator at Fluid. So that was like the last time that I heard him do that. And that might have been outside of doing this show now, the last time that he actually really performed it, because he said he really didn't perform it. And I asked him about it, and he was like, yo, performing that just, he was like, it reinvigorates me. He was like, it re-energizes me. It gives me that youthful about me. And that show pretty much was that. It was like two young MCs, producer, raw, just energy. That shit was dope. It was so dope. And then afterwards, because like, you know, I saw James Poyser there. He was there with his wife. I saw Chill Moody. Shout out to Chill. Chill also opened up. He kicked
Shout out to Chill Moody.
And
Philly's own rep.
I saw a bunch of people that I knew, and there were some people backstage. And one thing about me is I'm not about to be clamoring and fighting for a wristband, a sticker, none of that. That's another reason why I go places by myself. Because my thing is, if I have a relationship
by yourself,
I'm like, if I have a relationship with you, I know one thing is, when I see you, you better not give me the head nod and keep stepping. That happened to me one time in Philly. That happened to me one time in D.C. Me and my best friend Elia were in D.C. trying to get into this party, and all the Philly people literally gave us the fucking head nod and kept it moving. And fucking Ninth Wonder,
shout out to Ninth
got
Wonder.
us into the party.
Super dope producer.
It was a Philly party. Did I tell you that? Anyway,
shout out to Philly and their attitude.
Right, I think that was the day. Right.
Shout out to Philly.
I think that was the
being
day I
mad
fell
at
in
each
love
other
with
all the
Fonte.
fucking time for no reason.
But anyway, so I had a great Thursday, Friday, Saturday I chilled, and then Sunday I was on the plantation. That was my weekend. That was my weekend recap. So toast to the weekend.
we can't top your weekend.
Wait.
At least I know I can.
Oh, I
But
did. I got
some
so
stuff.
at
Not
the
nothing as
at the
significant
Rhapsody
as that.
show, I bought vinyl. I bought copies of her out to. I have. It's funny. I bought Pete's too, because I have the digital download already of Rhapsody's too. My girlfriend was like, "You have a record player?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have a record player."
Yes, I have a record
They
player
back-
too.
My
They
sisters
back out,
bought me
though.
a record player.
I
Samaj,
have a
Majestic,
collection.
yeah, they done came back out though. Like, they got
Kashina,
them on
Ellen
Amazon.
Devine bought
I'm
me a
quite
record
proud
player
of my collection.
some years ago, and
Yeah.
I have a collection from like my mother and father's was their collection.
Yeah, I've been
That
jacking
was
old
mine.
people
I
for
have a
their
collection
records.
from when I was younger, but I've been collecting like new shit. Like I have SZA's album on vinyl. I have fucking Wu-Tang.
See, I don't got no new shit.
I have
gotta
Into the
get some
36
new
Chambers
shit.
on vinyl. I don't have Wu-Tang. I have Into the 36 Chambers on vinyl.
For real?
Yes.
That's one of my
It's
Jones.
on
my,
right now. I was listening to
That's
it not too
dope.
long
when I
ago.
work out.
I have it on vinyl. So
Mystery
I
and
bought
chess boxing.
the
That's my
album.
shit.
And when I went to buy the album, it was like, she was like, it's $50. And I said, well, how much is it for the signed album? And she was like, it's 70.
What? Oh, wait a second. Wait, what'd you just say? The vinyl album costs what?
$50.
What are you talking about? What, you come with some sneakers or something?
No, that's
What
how much
they
a
come
real pressed vinyl will cost these. Like,
I mean, I understand that, but the
I
last time
spent
vinyl
$80 on
Wait,
Rhapsody because I bought two.
I'm just
hers
put-
were 40. Actually, hers were 50, but they didn't have change, so I bought two. And instead of spending 100, I spent $80. But then on Friday, I went to buy Pete's, and I saw they had the regular vinyl. That was real funny, Nate. And then they had a signed copy where Pete and Common both signed, Pete Rock and Common, just their names generically in silver or Sharpie, and she told me it was $70. That's how she said it, $70. I was offended because she said it like I couldn't afford it. So I bought the $50 one, and I was like, she was like, which one do you want? And I said, I want the unsigned one because fuck that. I'm about to take it and get him signed.
And get him to sign it.
And she was like, like she made a face like, good luck.
Yeah, you don't know me, bitch.
It's really awkward for me asking for people I know for their autograph. I haven't done it in so long, but I
Just say,
recently found my
"Sign
my
this."
cedar chest from when I first started working from Jeff and when I graduated from college, and it has all of my favorite things in it, including all my autographs. So I got a fucking Chuck D autograph. I got Nice and Smooth. I got fucking
You got some eBay money.
Super Lover C and Casanova Rudd autograph. Like, I got autographs of just random Queen Latifah. Yes,
Super
the
Lover C,
Fushnikins.
the Fushnikins. Shout out to Shaq.
So
God
because
damn.
of that, I
He was
said,
a
you know
true
what?
Fushnik.
I'm gonna get Pete to sign my album. It's weird asking bro to sign your shit, but
Bro, sign this for me, bro.
oh yeah, he did. He wrote to my girl Irize. He personalized it, and then so Common. Shout out to Lonnie.
You lucked up. You got double
I
bubble.
lucked up
didn't
because
you?
when I was being introduced to Common, he was like, "You look familiar," and I was like, "Laia is my best friend," and he was like, "Ah, everybody loves Laia." It's kind of like when you say to certain people, you be like, "I know Irize," they go, "Ah."
Yeah.
That's
So-
dope. He recognized you. We're not gonna fucking Kevin Hart uncle the shit she be saying.
No,
Like the
I was kind of.
you walked up and Common was like, "You look for me." Like what?
It felt
That's
like
wild, right?
it kind of
Yeah.
felt like
They're doing it like,
it kind of felt like the time when Ghostface said, oh, "Yeah, I know who you are, Irize."
Whoa!
Like he still calls me a stalker, but I'm like, fuck that. Ghostface
Fuck
knows
it.
who I
Listen,
am.
though, after all these years, though, you just said that you got like still a little twinkle in your eye when you be like, "Hey, Ghostface said,"
Something is cool.
and a little twinkle comes in her eye when she started talking about Ghostface. It's just crazy,
I
though.
swoon.
I can
Yo, did we
really-
ever take a sip?
No, we
No, about
didn't.
to-
We
gonna-
didn't.
Yeah, so I'm gonna close that out by saying I got Common's autograph, also personalized, and Pete's.
Nice,
That's dope.
nice,
That's dope.
Ta-da.
nice.
Congrats.
Great weekend.
Shout out to the autographs.
Shout out to the autographs. Shout out to that eBay
Shout out
money.
to celebrity friends that I don't have yet.
She just
Yes,
collected.
one of my girlfriends.
I'm on
We're
my way,
like in
though.
a silent, not real competition. So her comment was, "LOL, you won," and my response was, "Every time." Just because you be popping off with pictures of you and Conway and Benny the Butcher, still mad at her about that. I got pictures of me and Common. She ain't got no pictures of Common. She don't got no pictures of her and Chris Brown.
He's a movie star.
I swear, every time
Awesome.
Rise tells me these stories, I'd be so sad because I just be like, she just don't never call me to see if I'm.
All my friends feel like that. Real shit. I don't call
All I
nothing.
wanna
They'll
do
tell you.
is
be
I
at
don't
one
call
messages.
nobody.
You gotta be the lucky one to be talking to her like
I
15 minutes
legit have
before
a
it happened.
handful of friends that have like completely indulged in my lifestyle, and that was, and some of them is just like my girlfriend Jamie. Shout out to Jaime. Jaime travels with the Eagles. She go to all the games. Her ass was in Rio. I grew up with Jamie. She's actually closer to my friend Ebony. I mean, to my cousin Ebony. They're actually tight. When I used to work for Jeff, we went to All-Star Weekend together. I think it was Utah. She came, like, cause she was like, if you don't mind if I come, no. If you got money and you want to come, I'll get you everywhere I'm going.
Gonna get.
So
That's dope.
that's how I roll. I'd rather not have to ask, can it be me plus 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
So you just take one.
Like,
That's
I'm not
just
the
take one for
celebrity.
company.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
it's
take.
not.
I think people.
I just
people
take
expect
me
you to
because
have
at
one.
least
though.
I know how to act,
Yeah.
and I know what needs to be said and unsaid. That's how you get allowed. That's how you're allowed
That's
to stay in
true.
those rooms. And
Yeah.
yes, I am marked safe from the Diddy freak off.
I'm about to say, you ever been to a
Now
freak
take
off?
that, take that. I'm a little upset I wasn't
That remains
invited.
to be seen. The indictment to be out tomorrow.
Oh,
We don't
know.
know.
I left before 2 a.m. I've never
We
been to one of
don't
those parties that was
know.
after
That
2 a.m.
remains to be
Real shit. I've been to a
seen.
Diddy party. I just never been to a freak off.
All right. So Nelly.
Yo,
I should have taken it. It wasn't the store mom. It was the lady that was working merch.
Oh.
She was like, And matter of fact, I didn't have to take it back and show her because
Mom come up for the
I
defense.
saw her.
She came for the defense.
No, because
She
I
said
didn't have
you
to take it back and
should've
show her
took it
because I saw her. She came out to get a group of people that was going to see Common, and I was like, "Well, can you tell Pete his sister Irize is here?" And she looked at me. She was like, "Who?" I said, "Irize." She was like, "Irize, okay, I will." And I know I've worked in the industry. I've shook my head and said, "Okay, I will," to enough people to know when a motherfucker not gonna do it. But she pointed me in the direction of another brother who I know worked with Pete. I can't remember his name, and he was like, "I'll tell him." He said, "But he gonna come out here and sign autographs for merch if you want to wait." And I was like, all right. And in my mind, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that shit. The blunt in the car. That's where I'm going. And then like 5 minutes later, Pete came out and was like, hey, what you doing over here? You want to come back here? He said it just like that. What you doing over here?
And you go
Like
on
they
the
don't know
other
who
side.
you are that they didn't let you back here.
Yeah.
So while he did his merch thing, I went to the back where Common was. They had an NBA Jam game. I played NBA Jam. We played the motherfucking Lakers versus the Knicks, and Malika beat me.
I mean, you had like James Worthy and fucking
Vladdy Divac.
Vladdy
And I didn't mean to pick that. I didn't know how to change the
Nick
players.
Van
They wouldn't let me change the Slicky Nicky. It pissed me off.
Yeah, you could have had Nick Van Exel on that joint. Shout out to NBA Jams, bro. Shout out to the Barcade. If you don't know about the Barcade, then and they got the fucking NBA Jams and all them old games in that joint. I might be there this weekend just to play the games. Now that you said something,
we should go to that.
Yeah, the Barcade.
I could bust your ass
on the Monday night at the Barcade. Yeah, bust your ass with this joint. Nelly,
yo, bro.
How was your weekend? What happened?
It wasn't as fabulous as Irize.
No one can top that weekend. That's like it's like a fucking fudge brownie with ice cream and all kinds of trimmings.
Yeah, man. My block had a block party. We didn't really like participate. We just cousin Pete'd the shit out of everybody else's shit. Of course I did.
Here we go.
Why wouldn't I?
Here it goes.
So we just cousin Pete'd the shit out of that situation.
Not cousin Pete.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely did. So my mom, let me just mention her. She's gangsta as shit. So we didn't participate in the block party, but my mom set up shop and had her table of all her little jewelry that she's been buying off impulse. The jewelry she's been buying off of Temu.
Okay.
That she now has enough to fucking set up a fucking store and sell. So shout out to my mom who was like, we're not participating in the block party, but she made a couple dollars.
I know that's right.
Shout out to your mom on the resale hustle.
Shout out to your mom with the hustle spirit.
She was definitely a hustler. She was not trying. And it's funny because, you know, those of y'all who know my story, y'all know my mom has dementia and it's like an up and down battle.
She ain't
good and bad days.
She remember how to hustle.
Remember how to get to the fucking dollar.
That paper.
Got the fuck up for
she
that green.
Flipped that money.
Oh, baby Jesus with the flex and curls. Let me remember how
by
to get
the time
to the
me
dollar.
and Chef got up that morning, well, it wasn't even the morning by the time we got up, but by the time we got up that early afternoon, she was already outside with the table. I'm like, Mom.
She knew.
I'm like, Mom, just chill. Like the block.
She still know how to hustle.
She's like, I'm going to they outside. I'm outside. She was out.
She was like, we outside with it.
That's what's
we
up.
Outside.
Man.
She was getting the dollar.
Yeah.
Brock, you went to the Sexy Red. I ain't gonna hold you, Brock.
Ooh.
I wanted to go to that show because I wanted to see Kodak Black.
I heard that,
but I cannot choose Sexy Red over Common and P.
Yeah, no,
there's no way.
You can't.
Hey, listen, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be an adult.
It wouldn't have sat right with your spirit.
Listen, you wouldn't be an adult. You would adult over a certain age. You got to choose.
And it ain't like you told me you was there. It ain't like you called and was like, Roz, I got a ticket. You want to go see Sexy Red?
Come on. On.
I'd have told you I can go for the beginning, but I got to be at the motherfucking
but I heard that joint
Fillmore about 10 when Pete and them get on stage, 9:45.
I don't. It don't even matter.
Kodak Black. It's her tour.
Ooh.
She took Kodak on tour.
What else did I do?
She read that he was feeling a little depressed and down and out, having a little financial trouble, and she took him on tour. Yeah. That's definitely a boss.
It's coming to you, Nelly. I'm
still over there with you. Sexy Red for looking out for the black man.
Definitely. Shout out to Sexy Red for looking out.
Next to just watching the black
Kodak Black. Shout out to Kodak too.
Shout out to them.
It's my man.
Like, I like the Ratchet.
It's not even about the Ratchet. You know, so here's the thing. Because people always say the Ratchet. And they say the Ratchet because that's what the commercial is pumping us. But the people that be like, the Ratchet, y'all ain't never heard a whole album to know that there's other stuff on there that's really not Ratchet.
They don't pique my interest
and it's not even so
Kodak
much.
Black, yes, I like him. I'm
about to say, it's not even so much that it's Ratchet. Because I think about when I was in my 20s. If I was a rapper in my 20s, I might rap about how good my pussy was too.
Well, yeah. Listen, I had the Little Kim.
You would.
Actually, I might not because my baby daddy might have stole the shit out of me.
Little Kim and Foxy Brown was the ratchets of my day.
But true, no. In today's defense, right? Listen here.
I'm gonna DM you my number, bro. My bad.
They talked about
it
at 20 and all that. They wasn't. They talked about it in a different kind of way too. And their albums had other stuff on their albums. All of that.
Kodak Black has bars.
I ain't talking about Kodak Black. She's talking about Sexy Red.
No,
she's talking about Red.
Red has bars.
Comparing to.
She don't have top tier bars, but she has bars. I'm not talking about her commercial stuff. I've listened to an entire Sexy Red. Lotto got bars.
Now Lotto has bars.
Lotto album is dope.
Now Lotto,
Glorilla got bars.
Lotto, I've listened to a whole album of. I actually have heard stuff on my Spotify.
And Glorilla got basic bars.
Like
Lotto got bars.
Hasn't really piqued my interest, but Lotto has. Yeah. Like Lotto is one of the young ones that I really respect in the rap game.
You heard the album?
Yeah.
You listen to that joint? Yeah, that joint dope.
I like
Lotto.
Recommend it. It took me.
I never listened to a whole sex
I said it on this show over a year ago when I was here with Mike and Dame. It took me a little bit to kind of warm up to Lotto because I remember watching her on the Rap Game and watching her as a child,
and then listen to her talk.
And
like
I did not want to see that.
Yeah, it was hard at first.
She's an adult,
but
that was kind of like the first time I understood Chris Brown was an adult. I know exactly what song it was and what lyric he said. My ears said, "What?" My eyes lifted up, and I said, "Oh, he's."
Because I started looking at this little boy like a grown ass man, like, oh,
what? He started feeling like R. Shelley.
What? Wait, what?
So, yeah, shit. That little youngin' can get it.
R. Shelley,
watch that baby grow up, and now I'm looking at him all wrong.
Ain't you the cool girl?
I remember exactly I remember the song. Okay. Jesus. I sit around that back and said, "Excuse me, Christopher."
Which one was the one that changed your mind about Christy?
It was, hold up.
What did they put in this fucking what's this Casamigos right now?
And I only had one.
Jeez. Chris Brown.
You know what song it was for me?
What's
the song?
There you go. Shout out to Chris Breeze.
You know
that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. No bullshit. That's the one. No bullshit. Because I remember I kept saying, I said, this nigga made a song called No Bullshit. And then I listened to the words.
Don't be on that bullshit either. Don't be on that bullshit.
Don't be on that bullshit, yeah. I said, what?
Don't be on that bullshit.
I had no
he said, what? We can do what?
What he said is 2 in the morning.
Yes, he did.
2 in the morning.
I'm feeling horny.
You know I'm horny.
So won't you come over to my place and put a smile on
my face.
Come on. We leaving the club. So girl, hurry up.
Oh.
Yeah. Take off your clothes now.
Yo. I promise you.
It is. Reach on the counter with the condoms
And we do it again all night. All night. That bullshit. Yeah. I promise you, I called my best friend Tina. I called Tina because her husband is the one that introduced me to Chris Brown. And I said,
look at me like an old ass lady.
Did you hear No Bullshit? She said, girl, you know that boy is an adult now. I said, bitch, I ain't paid that nigga no time. I'm still thinking about, I don't know your name. Excuse me, miss.
Okay.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about my little nephew who loved himself some Chris Brown.
Who the fuck put this? Let
me tell you something. I have seen Chris Brown.
We singing in there.
I have been to every Chris Brown concert since he was a baby to when he was a grown man.
Let me tell you,
I have seen the elevation of Chris Brown from a baby, and that's the funny part because I was taking my kids at first, like, come on, kids, like it was B2K and Bow Wow and them.
I take it you.
I'm gonna take my kids to go see Chris Brown, and eventually was like, shit, I'm gonna go see Chris Brown.
I went to see Chris Brown twice. I went to see Chris Brown and Trey Songz one year. I took my cousin Marquita for her birthday. Team Scorpio, my girlfriend Beth had got us a ticket. She worked for Kevin Lyles at the time.
Okay.
We was in the 3rd row. I ain't never been that motherfucking close to Chris Brown in my life. I had a ball. Fast forward a couple years, my best friend Tina, her husband's like, got tickets to the show. I know Irize wanted to go. We go to the show. Awesome show. This is when he's adult, so I'm lusting after Chris Brown. She was like, you don't want to meet Chris, do you? I said, bitch, what?
What?
I said, just like that, bitch, what? You don't want to meet. I told Mark, you don't want to meet Chris, do you? Bitch, get your husband. Matter of fact, I got his number.
Right now. And right now.
You met Chris Brown?
Right now.
Not only did I meet Chris Brown,
it's one of my Google pictures.
What did he smell like?
I hugged him. It's me, her, and him in the picture. And she kind of like, because she over it. No, I grabbed his.
Oh, you grabbed his.
He called me a dirty old lady. Oh. I promise you, in the picture, he got this weird look in his face because I palmed that shit.
Yeah, little boy.
I said, I told my girlfriend, Kat, if I ever met you, I was going to grab your ass
and
for
make
her.
you a man.
And he looked at me and he said, you know you crazy, right? You crazy. We laughed about it, but he told me I was crazy. And I told Kat, that was for you. Look, Nelly, she knows I love Common, Ludacris. First of all, Mom, I didn't know you loved Common until the other day. My mom said, so why you ain't take me? I love Common. Bitch, since when?
Beat her, mom. Every time she
I know
do
you
something,
love
all of us say
Ludacris,
beat her,
yes.
Mom.
I know you love Ludacris, and I know you love Method Man. I don't have a Ludacris connect no more. JC no longer
you love
works for
Method
Luda.
Man, mom?
My mom loves Method
Listen
Man.
here.
That's like
now
Big
listen
Bro.
here. Because I know I can't beat you, I ain't gonna say nothing. But that's my man. That's my man. That's my man.
Okay, all right now. Here we go. Like this. All
And
right.
my mom likes
childhood
Cassidy
crush.
as an MC. I don't know if she got a thing for him.
Cassidy?
Yo, when fucking
all
Drinking
people?
Two-Step was out,
Ew.
that was her song.
I love. She had her drinking her
she heard
two-step.
it. My mom had heard a Cassidy freestyle that she liked. My mom don't even like rap.
Your mom is
Let's start
gangster.
there.
She gangster.
No, let's start there. She don't even really like rap.
She
Okay,
gangster.
since we speaking of rap, what's going on in the rap scene these days?
Man.
So I know we all had a great weekend, but you know who did not have a great weekend?
Diddy.
Sean
Hey,
John
listen
Combs.
though, can we get
Sean John
just
Combs.
listen though. I
I'ma
mean,
take a drink
a
first.
couple weeks ago, right? We was talking like probably a month or so ago. Remember when the allegations first came out, and I was like, man, I don't even want to talk about
You said a
Diddy
month
on
ago,
this
the
joint.
allegations first came out back in March when
Well,
he got
whenever they
arrested.
came out, we was on this joint. I remember on this
I
joint.
counted that shit. I was waiting.
I said I ain't want to talk
Time
about
keeps
Diddy,
on
man.
ticking.
Diddy, what you
Into
do,
the
bro?
future.
Damn,
Do
Diddy.
do bum bum bum.
I fucks with Diddy. I fucks with Diddy.
You say he gonna beat it? Let me tell you something.
Who do you think is gonna get dragged
Only
down
way
with him?
Diddy is going to beat this shit. Matter of fact, let me
I
open
don't
Gonna be
think
what,
he's
bro?
gonna beat it.
Let me open up my notes because I did do my journalistic
it's
due
gonna be-
diligence this week.
I think
but
it's gonna
listen,
be a
though,
Weinstein
it's, you know
type of thing. Like he's gonna take a bunch of people down with him. That's what.
So, okay, first of all, let's understand. Let me take off my glasses
Ooh,
because
it's
now
getting
I'm
real now.
So, Diddy's legal team has claimed that the freak offs are a lifestyle, not a crime.
Clearly,
Lights out.
it's per invitation.
Nah, you reading
So-
Kim's diary
so
right
you
now.
Came knowing what
Uh-oh.
the
Did a
freak
lot of
Dun,
shit
dun,
just
dun.
to live
I
this
see.
here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle.
Shout out to Quan, man. Rest in peace, Quan.
And this
Rest
is
in
the
peace, rest in
beginning.
On top of the mountain, up on the clouds, and niggas still
Beginning. Let me tell you something. If that's your defense, my nigga, you're going down. I promise you he's not beating this. That's why R. Kelly is in jail.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
First of all, Diddy, he ain't beating shit because the recordings that he had in his home
That's where he fucked
are
up.
illegal. Outside of the fact that you only need one consenting party, and that is him. The nigga ain't stupid. So he's requested $50 million in bail and house arrest, and he's been denied three times now.
Yeah.
So
Tomorrow,
Khloe
they read the indictment.
Kardashian, bless her heart, was recalling an underage Justin Bieber being at a Diddy naked party. I say bless her heart because this came out in 2014 on the episode of Cocktails with Khloe and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where she was joking with her sisters about the Diddy party that she went to at 5:30 a.m. And you know, it's just most of the people were naked there. What up, Deej? Where you
Hey,
at?
she reading Kim's diary right now.
Nah,
Kim
Khloe,
Porter.
Kim, and they were all there. First of all, I'm about to buy that book on Amazon.
Yeah,
Who, Kim Porter's
she
mom?
I'm
reading
about
Kim.
to buy that.
She reading Kim
Mom,
Porter.
did you get it? Khadijah,
That's
you
Deej
reading it?
reading
Yo,
Kim Porter
Deej.
joint, yeah.
Oh, okay, Deej.
I need to
We
read
gonna
that joint.
We're gonna read that.
To the point that the brother who put it out under an alias, and now he came out saying who he is because since Diddy's in jail, he's no longer afraid.
Wow.
There's a lot of shit
All
coming
right,
out
so
right now on this joint, man. It's crazy.
so he's been charged with racketeering,
Still
sex
wanna listen to your
trafficking, and
music.
transportation to engage in prostitution. So, for those of you who don't understand why these are serious charges, let me take you back to the Mann Act of 1910, which is what a
You
lot
did
of
some real research
I
on
did,
this joint.
nigga. I am a journalist. What
fucking-
part of I owe Temple University?
She gonna
Fuck
I don't owe
journalist.
educate these
Temple. I owe
hoes.
Navient a bunch of money.
You tapped into
Because I got me a
paralegal.
fucking degree in communication. Started out with my love for journalism. I am a
Educate us.
journalist,
Mhm,
okay?
You turned into paralegal.
So
though.
the Mann Act of 1910, which is also, and I put this in quotes as they did, the White Slave Traffic Act. It was originally motivated by xenophobia, racism, and politicians looking to punish consensual, once again, immoral sex. Now, xenophobia, for people who don't know, is the fear or dislike of people's things that are foreign or strange. I don't like you because I don't know you. You're different. Yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about China, but I don't like you because you're Chinese. That's xenophobia. So, It was born out of hysteria that white slavers, quotes, pimps, were coercing young women into prostitution through threats, force, intimidation. And the white slave trade was defined as the business of securing white women and girls and selling them outright or exploiting them for, quotes again, immoral purposes. So I keep using the quotes because you can imagine that between now and 1910, the definition of immoral has changed.
Of course.
So although the text of the law doesn't specifically single out white women, it became known as the White Slave Trade Act because it doesn't single out white women for protection, but the legislative history demonstrates a retrograde motive to protect white women from interracial sex. Ooh. So it was originally passed in 1910, and it criminalized knowingly transporting a woman in interstate commerce for the purpose of prostitution, debauchery, or any other immoral purpose. So immoral back in 1910 was more vast.
You wasn't allowed to pimp white bitches. You could pimp any other bitch.
But not white bitches. This is why I keep using quotes because immoral was also, like, I think ass fucking was immoral back in 1910. Yeah, like anal play. Damn. So in 1917,
a lot of you
it potentially included interstate trips between consenting adults and for the purpose of sexual affair. So now in 1917, if you was trying to cheat on your husband and you was trying to go out of state, now the person you were committing this act with could be charged with violation of the Mann Act.
And not ass fuck you.
So one of the most for the purpose of sexual affair. So one of the most famous people prosecuted under the Mann Act was heavyweight champ Jack Johnson, who in 2018 Trump pardoned because he was convicted under the Mann Act for taking white woman Brielle Schreiber across state lines, even though she testified to her consent.
That was his joint. That was his little joint.
The immoral clause remained in the act until 1986. Nigga, I was in 6th grade in 1986.
Shout out to the
And that's when it was removed. Did you know interracial marriage was outlawed until 2000 in like Tennessee?
Wow.
I can't believe that.
Nothing shocks me really.
Somebody had to file charges
really?
against you. Because there definitely were interracial couples, but
flies, these pregnant flies,
right?
No,
so the immoral part remained in the legislation until 1986, when it was removed and it was made gender neutral, and illegal sexual activity was put in, like in Combs' case, meaning basically prostitution. So the other interesting thing that I learned this weekend, or that I saw, was I posted it too. It was Eminem has a song where he says, "I'm like a RAPER, got so many essays." Get it? Yeah. Essays, like essays, like a rapper writes paragraphs, but essay is also the abbreviation for sexual assault. Then he says, "Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he?" I'm like a RAPER, got so many essays.
One of the most clever fucking MCs
he didn't spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Let me tell you something. I never hate on Eminem's skill.
He's clever.
I never hate on his skill.
Never.
Ever.
He's one of the most skillful and fucking, man, he's great.
His wordplay is fucking ridiculous.
Second to none.
And that shit took the cake.
Second to none.
Because the internet is going crazy with those lyrics.
Yeah, don't say you accidentally did that.
People just don't want to give, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to name him as a GOAT because he's white. Because this my motherfucking culture, nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't in the top 5. You could be in 6 through 10.
Yeah.
You can be in 6 through 10.
Nah.
Oh, it is, because I know 5 MCs better than MCs. I know 5 MCs.
He's not in my top 5 at all.
Fucking Black Thought is better than Eminem.
And he's in the 5. He's the top 5. He's top 5 too. He's top 5 too.
I'm gonna always put.
He might be number 1.
Always put KRS-One above Eminem. I'm going to always put Chris Parker above Eminem. It ain't too many. Well, in a current rap battle, well, you know what? He might. But
Murder.
You're right.
He will out rap KRS-One.
I ain't gonna say no.
Fuck Eminem. I'll put Shellyano up against Eminem.
He will out rap him.
No, he's not gonna out rap him. KRS-One can rap. You might hear some repetition. He got rap. Yeah, I ain't gonna say go out rap him. He can't. I ain't gonna say that.
It ain't gonna be clever enough to hold you.
He's a lyricist.
Definitely a lyricist.
No, we respect him for his craft, but because he's white, he can't be in the top 5.
Kim.
Shout out to
He
Marshall.
can't be in the top 5.
Yeah, shout out to Marshall.
He just can't be in the top 5.
I'm just gonna repeat that again. I'm like a RAPER. Got so many essays. Essay. Wait, he didn't just spell rapper without the P, did he?
That's a wild and clever joke.
Wow.
He ain't forget shit. That nigga
Everything.
spelled raper and then essay for sexual assault. You.
Wow.
And did he really say did he or did he say
Listen.
did he?
Hey,
He
big
said it the way
sis,
you
you
say
joined. What's
Diddy.
up,
Diddy
big
or diddy?
sis?
Did he?
Let me tell you, Sean John Combs has a long row ahead of him. And
Diddy.
Sean John Combs, you said he gonna beat the charges. He ain't beating shit unless he give up
What
tape.
charges
If
you
a
think-
Weinstein
wait,
can't
what-
beat it,
unless
a
he
Diddy
give
can't
up
beat it.
What
And
charge you
they
think he
wanna-
gonna beat though?
and here's the crazy thing.
If a
What he
Weinstein
gonna beat?
can't beat it,
What charge you think
Because
he gonna
you
beat?
cannot deny that
The
you
Cassie-
were
the
trans.
Listen, the
You
Cassie
cannot-
joint got him. Cassie joint gonna get it.
The
Listen,
Cassie joint is not a charge.
that was a civil joint.
That was a civil case. That's not even a charge. You're not going to beat a sex
Oh, no.
trafficking case.
Even the
But you
guns
got
got him,
people
though.
like Khloe Kardashian and other celebrities recounting prostitutes
Bro, the
being
guns
at
got
your
him
party.
too. The guns got him. He scratched
Being
serial
at your
numbers.
party
and
in
his video
LA,
of these
and they
alleged
live in New York.
prostitutes
I'm trying to
being
figure
there.
out why did he scratch serial numbers off of guns? Why you got guns
I ain't even-
with the
listen,
serial numbers scratched
We
off
ain't
in your
even
house?
get
Diddy?
into those
What is
charges.
up with you, bro? What's up with Diddy?
Yes, prostitutes get paid. That is sex trafficking. That nigga ruined like shit. He facing
He's
a minimum
done,
of
bro.
15 years
Shit
for
done,
that.
funny.
And once he gets convicted of one of any of
I
these
hate to see the
charges,
fall from grace because fuck, I'm a fan of the fucking everything, but
last night
We thought the same
Come on,
thing
bro.
about R. Kelly. And
my
that
mom
nigga.
said Diddy is a distraction. Who cares about what he did? I'm worried about who's going to be our next president. Well, guess what, Mom? Diddy is not a distraction.
Diddy's gonna be the next
Because as much
president.
as people say Diddy is a distraction, here's the reality. You can go online and Google Diddy and Trump, and it's 1,000 pictures. Trump been at the freak offs. That's very relevant to who's going to be our
Diddy
next
got that
president.
idea from white people.
Very relevant.
Diddy got that idea from white people.
Very relevant.
Diddy got that idea from probably what's the white man from the Playboy Mansion? But what's the white man from the Playboy Mansion?
Hugh.
He got
My-
that
All
idea
right,
from
first of
rich
all,
white men.
y'all gonna stop.
Rich white men have
Y'all
freak
gonna
offs all
stop
the
What we doing?
time.
disparaging.
What we
Y'all
doing?
gonna stop disparaging the late Hugh Hefner. Let me tell you why.
I love you.
he's my
I've been
man.
to a fucking Playboy party. DJ
But
Jazzy
allegedly,
Jeff
that's
has
where Bill
DJ'd a
Cosby
Playboy.
was drugging bitches.
Hold up, wait
Well,
a
listen,
minute.
that was an
Wait, we're not gonna let this fly. Hold up, wait.
Hugh
wait.
Hefner ain't have to
Excuse
drug
me.
No, I said
nobody.
Bill Cosby.
No, stop.
That bitch took that shit willingly the same way I
Let's
took that
stop.
Molly because
Can we
I
stop?
wanted
Can we
to
stop?
feel
Can we stop
good.
real quick? Let's
What?
stop.
What we doing?
We're not gonna let this fly clean over our head right
We're
now.
gonna let
This
fly
fly
clean
is
over our head.
disrespectful.
Hey, let's go back to
fly
like
really
Fly cleaned over our
let's
head.
go back to like 40 seconds. She just said she been to a Hugh Hefner party.
Yo,
Y'all
yeah.
did not hear that? A Playboy
Understand me
party.
You
this.
been to a Hugh
A
Hefner
Playboy
party?
Mansion party.
Listen,
Well, you was in
I
the
worked
other
for the
shit. I
very
don't know.
esteemed
He might
DJ
have been
Jazzy
grabbing
Jeff.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, the way you was there, I don't care
might
about
have been
that.
pimping
The fact that
bitches,
you
I
were
don't know.
present at one of the parties is what I'm talking
None
about.
of that
It
shit went
doesn't
down
matter.
in the grotto.
I
I'm trying to
got-
tell you.
All this, listen, because most of the stuff happens when half the crowd leaves. You got to be one of those to
work
be
for the
to
DJ.
stay.
To the
Yeah, to be
DJ.
privy to that joint.
But to
They ain't let no
even
new
say that
There
you
at
strangers
the
been
end.
to the
be
Playboy
privy to what
Mansion
they
is
doing.
crazy. That's crazy.
Ain't none of that shit go down in the grotto.
Regular motherfuckers can't say
Jeff
that.
worked the AVN Awards. I've seen all my favorite porn stars live and in living color.
I mean, like, how could listen
I
though?
love that.
Why people don't be thinking because
Like
people got
Shawn
money
Michaels,
that stuff like
Ron Jeremy. I met the hedgehog nigga in the airport.
you met
Oh my
you met Shawn
God.
Michaels.
Hedgehog. Sean, what? I met a bunch of my
Yeah,
favorite
you met the
stars.
porn boy.
Mr. Marcus.
You met
I
Ron
danced-
Jeremy.
I
Yo.
danced with Mr. Marcus
Shut
in a
up.
mansion in LA. I used to.
She has
You
good
know who
times.
Mr. Marcus is?
Nigga, I watch porn. Don't judge me. Nigga, I watch porn. Don't
In
judge
another life, I used to have frequent
Porn
conversations. In another life, I used to have frequent conversations with the famous
Shout out to
producer
everybody out there who
named
watch
Sir
porn.
Jinx.
We not
He was very
judging y'all.
short, but he was very
stigma.
nice. And he worked
There's
with
no
Ice Cube.
stigma.
And he used to like me a lot. He used to fancy me a lot.
Barely was judging me a little bit like you. Yeah, me.
Nah, I was just like, wait a minute.
Been watching porn since I was a little ass kid with fucking HBO and shit.
Trump letting the bags go. Trump ain't letting shit go but
watching
himself.
Cinemax and HBO fucking
Skinemax was the shit.
Shout out to the soft porn.
Yo, soft porn late at night was the shit.
Real sex on HBO?
What? Skinemax after midnight.
Don't play.
Where did this fucking show just go?
When they aired
the black hole.
When they aired T.I.'s tip drill.
Show just took a mean left.
Down the black hole every time.
Oh, T.I. tip drill was crazy.
When they played Nelly.
I mean, Nelly tip drill.
That's what I meant.
Listen, that video was banned till now, bro. I was trying to show the young boys at the job the joint, bro. This was the one that changed everything.
Yes. Window seat.
Oh
Lord.
Window seat.
Fucking naked.
They didn't put the block over her ass.
Where are we going with this right now? Like,
yo, how did we get to butt naked?
I have no idea.
Oh, because we was talking about Diddy. We was talking about Diddy and
you see what Diddy do to people? Diddy had you talking about freaky butt naked.
All I want to know is why was Justin Bieber's underage ass at the freak off?
You know he made a song.
I definitely blame it on his parents. Just like I blame Drew Barrymore's parents for her alcoholism as a young child.
Yeah, because she was at every party.
All of them. All the motherfuckers that's fucked up. Your daddy did it. Your daddy did it. Your daddy did it.
Listen.
Because your parents were snorting coke with the celebrities.
It's gonna be crazy.
Let me tell you, my parents were snorting cokes with celebrities, but they never bring me to the parties.
When they released
let me not say parents. My mom watched. My mom will tell you real quick that was not her. She'll tell you.
Yo, they wasn't trying to turn y'all into the Jacksons.
True story.
If y'all play instruments,
hey, Juicy, my sisters watch it. Let me tell you about my mom. My mom always be on my ass about smoking weed, right? My mom took me to see Farrakhan in the 90s, and we get to the door. Security is searching bags. She said, I got a joint in my bag. I'm looking at her like, bitch, how you got a joint in your bag? You don't even smoke.
You didn't smoke because she was stashing it for your dad.
She wasn't stashing for my dad.
Why she?
Whose joint was it, Mom? Which one of your girlfriends? She probably said it was one of her girlfriends.
She said
it was really hers. It was really hers on the low. She didn't want y'all to know that she smoked weed. Leave her alone.
I'm pretty sure
that's
in the
her
70s
story.
She
She's sticking to it.
Mom, did you ever smoke weed?
And she's sticking.
I never asked right out.
You asking your mom right here now? Did you ever smoke weed?
She watching.
Holy shit!
What up, cuz?
What's the answer?
My cousin Molly was watching.
Lane, what's the answer? Did you ever smoke?
That's my cousin.
Marijuana?
Oh, that's my other cousin. Oh,
You asked your mom
that's my
did she
other cousin
smoke
watching.
some weed?
What
I
you
seen
smoking,
Pernell. What
Mama?
up, T Plant?
You can say it because she can't nobody beat you. So
my mom is like, I'm not. She's like,
What you was
my mom is like, I will neither confirm nor deny if I was smoking weed in the 70s.
Before we go anywhere else, like,
Look,
cut to my pearls, huh? You have
my
back.
She
my
made me
black
snatch
ass.
your earrings.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said. You have
Mom
to.
called me her
She's at the hef party, Missy Lane. That's what I'm saying. Yes, your daughter got a lot of secrets. She's definitely an onion.
What up?
She's definitely an onion out there, John. There's layers to this one over here to the right.
I love her so much.
Yeah, but
Shout
listen.
out to Miss Lane.
Hey, before we go anywhere, I don't want to forget. We gonna give shout out to the fucking birds though. We gonna give shout out to the birds, to the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles.
People was hating on us. Oh, they was hating on us. The Saints gonna beat y'all. They kicking everybody ass. I said they do for an L.
Shout outs to Dallas Goddard for getting over 40 yards for me. Well over 40 for me on my fan dude. Shout out.
Hit 'em high. And watch those eagles fly.
Yeah.
Fly,
Eagles fly.
On the road to
Let's go.
victory.
Everybody ready?
EAGLES Eagles.
I learned that chant when I worked at the Link because I was I'm a Panthers fan and they made me sing that shit.
Hey, you supposed to? You fucking in Philadelphia?
That's like when I'm at the airport and I watch other teams of fans of other teams on Sundays wear their gear in the airport proudly. I'd be like, yo, you was a brave soul.
Yep, brave.
Now listen,
PHL.
True. Now listen, right?
Be at work like, take that shit off.
If you really from Philly,
Look, that's why your sister always told on you, my eyebrows watching those nasty movies.
Shout out to Channel 78 and Channel 77.
Not 78 and 70.
Shout out to Channel. Shout out to Greater Media Cable. Channel 78.
Adam and Eve Network.
Shout out
to the Adam and Eve Network.
Shout out to my
dad's
whole
website.
No, my
and
dad
I used
had
to
a
order
whole
all
porn
kinds of
collection.
shit off the Adam and Eve.
Come on, man.
Shout out to you,
Come
man.
on.
Dogs used to come to my house, and my mom used to be like, "Who ordered this? Whose is this?"
Whoever tuning in on Instagram or
shit used to come in
Facebook,
the
whatever
manila
y'all
envelope. My mom
tuning
used
in, let
to
me
be
know
like,
if y'all remember Greater Media
from
Cable,
North
Channel
Carolina.
77, Channel 78. Talk to me. Do y'all remember Channel 77, Channel 78? If y'all of a certain age, Greater Media Cable. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The brown box, 3 buttons. Come on.
And then when
Come on.
and then in my basement, when we heard footsteps upstairs, me and somebody
What?
come home, we
You
would
got
turn in the
heard-
box like we was
turn to
watching
the box.
videos.
Last channel. That last channel.
No, because the last channel was always one of the other nasty channels. Nigga.
Last channel in the box. We had last channel in the box.
We couldn't do last channel on my house.
The last channel, one of the other
We had to turn to
nasty.
13, MTV.
Yeah, MTV.
13, MTV.
You always know it's some type of
13.
yeah. Shouts out to those
13
times.
MTV, 14 VH1, 15 BET.
Yeah, for real.
We are showing our age.
Wow, we showing something.
First of all, that shit
showing
went to the
something.
clear early 2000s because my mom caught my son watching a porno channel on the chip box we had, and the nigga was so smooth, he was like 2. The motherfucker grabbed the remote, and he was a last channel ass nigga. My mom said she didn't smoke weed because she couldn't roll. She was the
DJ
smoke weed.
Wishbone.
I didn't even ask her to admit to that shit.
She said what?
I didn't even ask her to admit to that shit. Cause I was gonna talk about the time I found a straw in her purse, but you know.
Yes!
Mama was a weed leech like me.
What?
She
No!
Listen,
She said a read.
I'm gonna take a shot of Cristalino on that.
No, queen.
I'm gonna take a shot of Cristalino on that.
Shut up!
love her.
No, Quinn.
Yeah.
I love you.
What?
She said I ain't need to roll.
I'm that nigga in the cat.
I'm that
When you need, have some coke, have some weed.
First of all,
I'm your friend.
Your
You
money
know,
dog.
take it there. I'm your pusher man.
I'm your pusher man.
my mom was married to the dope man. I keep telling y'all, my dad sold drugs the majority.
Hey man,
of
listen,
my life.
special shout out to everybody. I gotta give. I want to give
Like
a.
you ain't get no shit
Wait,
because of my dad.
let me get a
Shout out to my
special
mama.
shout out to everybody who was snorting them 8 balls back in the day. Special shout out to all y'all
never
who was
snorted.
snorting
My
them
little sister
dogs.
right now is
Shout
clutching
out
her
to
purse.
all of y'all.
My little sister just died twice if she's watching this.
I never had
My
no
little
coke
sister
in
is
my
about
life.
to call her
Powdery
therapist.
nose.
My little
Shout out
sister
to
is
all
about to
y'all.
call her therapist right now.
Surname.
My little
Shout out
sister
to
about call her
cocaine.
therapist.
Shout out to cocaine. Shout out to coke.
Right now, bitch.
God damn. We done went from porn to cocaine to politics. We covered a gambit over this joint. Y'all better tune in. Y'all better tune the fuck in. We hold it down over here. We cover whatever topic you want to talk about. We gonna cover it. We gonna cover it well. Hey, shout out to all the weed farms out there. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all y'all.
Pocket full of stuff.
Shout out to all y'all who don't abuse fentanyl.
Shit, you can't. That shit gonna kill you first.
Shout out to all of y'all who don't abuse
motherfuckers don't
fentanyl.
even
We
get a
just took
chance
a
to
left
abuse
at
it. They
the fork in the
die.
road.
At the last minute.
They don't even
listen,
get a
My
chance to
mom
get
just
addicted.
fucking
They just
sent
die.
me over the edge, okay?
Hey, and if y'all don't know what her mom wrote, what got us all in the tizzy,
Well,
she wrote us. She
That
said,
means y'all
"I
gotta
didn't
follow us everywhere on Glockware and tune into
You
our
don't deserve
fucking,
to know.
check out, yeah.
tune into our Facebook.
Check
That's
us
where
out,
she's
and
in
you'll
the
see.
chat.
You'll see what she wrote up there. But before we get out of here,
Go replay
we
it
talked
on
about the
YouTube.
Eagles, right? And if
Yes.
you from Philly, and if you
Yes.
bona fide from Philly,
Yes.
what would make the Eagles win sweeter? Come on, talk to me. If you from
What
Philly,
you mean sweeter?
what would make an
bruh?
Eagles victory even sweeter? Oh, y'all don't fucking know? Y'all not really from Philly then?
What you mean?
A fucking Dallas Cowboys lost.
Oh, that's
Shout out
right.
to the fucking Cowboys.
lost us.
And again, we out of here.